You're right, Sean. I think the job has gotten to you. You're turning cynical.
You're just too smart.
I'm not one of Frank's men. And I'm not going looking for him.
And forget about him.
The way you forgot about me?
As I said, I offered you protection.
There were strings attached, as I
Only
recall.
only one. But you play it straight with me. Share what you know about Frank.
I don't share and I don't bond. I have nothing to tell you.
I don't think I didn't notice how you phrased that, Luke. At least you're trying not to lie to me. I guess that's something.
Great, then we're making progress.
Are we? You know, one of these days you're going to realize that we're after the same thing, and maybe you'll stop treating me like the enemy. And if you are stupid enough to go after Frank on your own, I'm going to be one step behind you, or one step ahead of you, which might end up having a noose around your neck. And I'm sure that's something you don't want for Laura or your son. In the meantime, you know where to find me.
Go, sweetheart. Sean did not look happy.
Indigestion.
You know, I don't know how you survived as long as you have, without knowing who to trust and who not to trust.
I know who to trust, darling, and who not to trust. I've learned all my lessons very well. You, my delicate flower, are too easily swayed by appearances. I'd take Corinthos over Donnelly any day.
You're wrong about both. And I hope you don't live long enough to regret it. Excuse me. I hope you live long enough to regret it. There was quite enough salt in it. It's rather hot.
Oh, look, don't stand on ceremony. Come on in.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Ever since my father's latest escapade, it seems like people find it perfectly acceptable to show up at my door uninvited, unannounced.
People are such pigs. Tell me what I came to find out, and I'll get out of here before I'm a nuisance.
What would that be?
Where is Frank?
Sorry, can't help you.
Try.
Yeah. How many times do I have to say this before it begins to penetrate? I do not communicate with my father.
That worked really well for the TV cameras. I saw that. I was riveted to the screen. It was touching. It was sincere, but I don't buy it, Damien. I know you can reach out and touch Frank whenever it suits you because you're the one that put me back in touch with him in the first place. Remember, did I ever express to you how grateful I am?
I saved your butt.
I hate to tell you this, but either your father has no regard whatsoever for the promises he makes with you, or he just can't grasp the concept. Get off my back.
What's happened now?
What's happened now? Well, I went to considerable risk as well as aggravation, setting up this prison break for him, for which I would have expected him to be a little bit grateful, a little bit considerate perhaps, but the first chance he gets, he's making the same old tired threats. That made me angry. And when I get angry, I get creative. So you know what I did? I found an equalizer. Her name's Jennifer.
What about Jennifer?
That got your attention, didn't it?
What do you have on her?
Use your imagination. I can't give you the details right now, much as I'd like to. But just think about it. Think the possibilities. I can tell you this, I promise you it's something you don't want to see the light of day, given your frantic scramble for respectability.
I guess it would be possible for me to get a message to my father.
I thought so.
I'll be in touch. Bill Cusack? Yeah, it's Damien Smith calling. Yeah, I just had a meeting with Luke Spencer. Now I want one with you. Get over here.
Hon, Darling, that's like your fourth orange. You know, moderation in all things.
Not when you're pregnant. What's that?
Nuts. They're mine. But I'll share.
Okay. Was I just hungry when we had Lucky?
Yep. Oh. You know, this nut is as hard to crack as a federal bank. Oh.
Here, let me try.
Oh, don't hurt yourself.
Look at her, myself. Ooh. Pregnant women have been known to gain superhuman strength.
Well, I'll bear that in mind. Next time we have to leap a tall building in a single bound or lift up a 10-wheeler truck.
Well, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for anything. Do you think that Frank got our message about having damaging evidence about little Jennifer? And if so, why hasn't he contacted you?
Because he's a hard nut to crack. Well, we can count on the fact that Sonny got the word to Cusack, and I know Damien did too. So if Cusack is as efficient as I think he is, he was on the horn to Frank within 10 seconds.
But that's assuming that Cusack knows where Frank is.
Well, the escape plan was in effect long enough for Frank to set up a very elaborate communications system. If Cusack's out of the loop, and I doubt that, Damien isn't. And he may try to put on this wide-eyed innocent deal, but if he doesn't know where his old man is, I'll eat Foster's flea collar. By the way, where's the old bat breath anyway?
He's out roaming the yard waiting for Lucky to come home. Okay, let's say that Frank knows that we know about Jennifer. How ominous is this silence?
Well, the old ball and chain's been in prison 13 years. I'm sure he's got a long list of tasks he needs to achieve, and I'm sure we're on the list, but I don't think we're top priority.
Jennifer's not top priority?
Well, sure she is, but you see, Frank knows that we're not going to turn over Jennifer's dirty laundry to the police right away, because once we do, we've lost our advantage.
I hate waiting.
You and me both, Angel. The more time we wait, the more time Frank has to mull over his options.
Do you think Sonny knows where he is?
Well, he says not.
How's he doing?
Well, pretty good for somebody that took a slug in the shoulder. When I saw him, the only thing he was worried about was that Ruby would poison his chicken soup. Darling, there is a piece of this puzzle that I should give you to fill in your data bank.
Okay.
Well, it's no surprise to anybody, but Sonny told me after the break that I'd be expendable.
Was Sonny the one who was supposed to do it?
No, apparently Frank wanted the pleasure himself.
When did he tell you this?
Well, it was one morning when he came here without letting us know he was going to show up. Remember, you talked to him.
I told him I was pregnant.
You did? Oh. Well, maybe Sonny's got a sentimental streak, huh?
I have this tremendous urge to give him a great big hug right now.
Oh, no, you don't.
Okay. I'll work it out on you instead.
I like that idea better.
Oh, so scary.
Does it look like she's studying? No.
I was beginning to worry about you guys.
Oh, we stayed at the library until it closed. Yeah.
Eager young minds in search of knowledge. But why the library?
We had to look up some research, Dad. And you guys, we have a very big problem.